Okay, so I followed a Mini Marley hair tutorial and I picked her because she is just so beautiful. Like inside, she just really has this beautiful vibe about her, and I just really like the way she presents herself. And if you haven't seen her hair, I don't know where you've been, but her hair is gorgeous. So I figured I'd try her best wash and go ever on my hair. So yes, I did a Mini Marley hair tutorial. Now I don't think we have similar hair types. We may have similar density. She has very dense hair, I have very dense hair, but in terms of our hair type and in terms of our strand size, I don't think we have similar types at all. I think we're complete opposites in that category. So let's see how this is gonna go. So what really caught my attention about her wash and go is that she said this combo gave her not only definition but so much moisture, and I will do anything for moisture because my hair is extremely dry, and she states that she has really dry hair too, so I was just like, okay, I gotta try this combo, I just do. So we're gonna apply a generous amount of the mixture of the Shea Moisture Black Jamaican styling lotion and combine it with the Jane Carter Solutions butter so that we can make this kind of really thick creamy paste, and we're going to apply it to our hair.
One thing I want to mention about this product combo is it works perfect for me because I have really thick dry hair, but if you have finer low density hair, this probably will not work for you because it will weigh your hair down way too much because it's just so heavy and moisturizing. So keep that in mind. If you have a different hair texture or density than me, this product combo might not do the trick for you, but if you have dry hair, I'm telling you girl, this stuff will keep it moisturized.
So I have extremely dry hair, so I'm all for this.
My wash and goes just used to be so dry, and that was the biggest problem, so this has definitely been working for me.
I am applying a generous amount of everything, and as you know, my hair is low porosity, so this is going to be interesting. So I actually don't care for Styler's Black Jamaican Castor Oil and Flaxseed Gel. It just is not my favorite. It doesn't work that well for my hair. So yeah, that I don't know. I don't. Okay, she mentions that different hair types and strand sizes and thicknesses and densities are going to respond to this combination differently, and she is so right. We have to really take into account our different hair types when trying to follow someone else's wash routine, because she has very dense hair, I have very dense hair, but I have type 4 hair and I have low porosity hair and I have fine strands. So I was already a little skeptical with the thickness of the products that we're applying, and I knew my strands couldn't really take in all this product and absorb it because of my porosity and my strand size. So like she says, if you have finer hair, this may weigh your hair down, and she is not lying. Oh my gosh, she is spot on. So if you have finer strands, you want to use more lightweight products, and this combo is just a little too thick. Okay, good morning. Today it's day 2 because my hair did not dry the day that I did it, and it did not dry the following day. As you've seen, when I took my hair down, there was still a lot of white in my hair. Those were all the wet sections. So as Mini Marley mentioned, this is a very thick product, so yes, your hair may not dry if your products are too thick and the air can't penetrate the different layers of your hair. If you have super dense hair, the airflow can't really get through. Now, she sat under a hooded dryer, I sat under a hooded dryer as well, and I blow dried my roots and my hair still wasn't dried. So like I said, this is day 2. Good morning. We're gonna take this down and hopefully have dry hair. Whew. It's semi-dry. Yeah, there's still some damp areas, and I have some areas where it's also a little bit flaky. Okay, so I think that might have to do with my porosity, because as we've mentioned, these are thicker products, so there's a lot that my hair has to absorb. I have fine strands, so they get way down. I have low porosity, so it doesn't absorb products. So you can see that this particular combo was a little bit too thick. We have similar density, but because our strand size is different and our porosity is different, you can clearly see this doesn't really work for my hair. So that's why you should keep in mind your hair type when following other influencers and determining whether the products they're using or the techniques they're using is going to work for you. Because you can clearly see, like, so it's very important to know what your porosity is, so that when you're watching other influencers and they're promoting products or trying to tell you what products you should try, or using products in your hair and you're wondering if you should try it, you should be able to kind of gauge what their porosity might be, so that you can kind of make an informed decision on whether this product will work on your hair the same way that it's working in their hair. Because if their hair porosity is high, like, I don't know for sure, but I gather Mini Marley's porosity might be, and they use really thick creams and butters, and it absorbs into their hair, but you're low porosity and you try to use those exact same products, then you may get a completely different result. Your hair is not going to look like theirs, and you may assume that they were playing you, wherein it's just they have a different hair type, so their hair responds differently than yours. Or you may think something's wrong with your hair, or your hair just doesn't work well. But like I said, you have a different hair type, so it's going to respond differently. And then strand size is also very important, because there's thicker strands that are able to hold a lot of heavy products. There's medium strands that can hold pretty much heavy products as well, and then there's fine strands which get weighed down. It can't really hold or absorb heavy products, and if you're like me and you're low porosity plus your fine strands, you're really putting your hair through a lot by applying heavy, thick products, and you're pretty much just setting yourself up for failure. And like I said, I did go into this wash and go knowing that my hair is completely different than hers in terms of type, porosity, and strand size, but I wanted to do a visual of what it actually looks like when you use the wrong products in your hair and you have a failure, whereas someone used the right products in their hair and they have success. So this is a visual aid, so you can not dispute this. Like, literally the proof is in the pudding. My hair looks horrible, it feels horrible, it's flaking everywhere. It took almost 2.5 days to dry. Like, there was just, this wash and go was just not destined to work, because my hair properties, they just weren't going to accept these products. So I am always upfront with you about my hair type and the different needs of my hair type. I hope that a lot of other people will be upfront so that people can make informed decisions when taking recommendations for products, because it's really unfair to recommend something to someone and they're not really informed about their hair and they take that recommendation and it's just bull, because there's no way it's going to work for them. It's just not. Their hair is just not going to accept that product. So I do recommend doing research, finding out what your hair type is, not in terms of type 4, type 3, type 2, like that's just not that important, but finding out what your porosity is. There's so many videos, there's so many websites that will explain how to figure out your porosity, and then finding out what your strand size is, because those two things are key when finding products that are going to work for your hair. So I wish I could say this was a success, but it was a failure, this wash and go. I couldn't, no, my hair just feels horrible, it looks horrible. I'm not gonna force myself to wear this wash and go just because I spent 4 hours of my life doing it. I really wish it had worked out, because this kind of sucks to like waste my time, but no, it didn't. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned something new. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to me. I'd love to have you, and let me know what your struggles have been with your hair and possibly following other people's recommendations and doing their wash and goes and not having the results that you thought you would have. I'd love to hear your stories. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment, because I want to answer them if you have any questions. And like I said, make sure you subscribe to me, because I'd love to have you. If you want, you can look me up on Instagram at xo_Rocky, and I will chat with you there if you want to. But until next time, see ya.